Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hexen, bringing you another TAA Tribe Descent Analysis commentary. Today we're going to be looking at a very niche playstyle that I have developed over the past couple days or so that I have dubbed the Scorpion's Tail. Much better than just general flag defense in my opinion. For this loadout you're going to be playing as the Pathfinder. The role you're going to be fulfilling is secondary to the Hoff. Your primary goal is to take out shellers. Your secondary goal is to watch and defend the flag. So it's a division of flag defense, but it is not the all-encompassing flag defense that is associated with the Hoff or the main heavy on flag defender. The loadout you're going to be seeing me playing with is the bolt launcher with the shotgun, the explosive nitron, and the thrust pack. I will get more into why I selected these particular gadgets and weapons in the loadout section, but for right now just know that I wanted an explosive for my primary and I wanted a hit scan or impact weapon as my secondary. Well, first things first, I guess I should try to explain a little bit about the whole Scorpion Tail philosophy. The reason I picked the name, not only does it sound cool, but it does give you a little bit of insight into how the role is actually played, and it describes it very well in my opinion. It only works on a few maps, Temple Ruins being the best showcase for it, but in general you want to sit on that platform that's above the flag, and you want to scan the area, your side of the map, and the horizons for shellers, snipers, and harassers. Now, as I've already mentioned, this is a division of flag defense. The role you are fulfilling is a tertiary type of flag defender. You're not a heavy defender, you are not the Hoff, but you are associated with the overall general defense of the flag. Your main purpose, if everyone is doing their job effectively and fulfilling their roles, is to be an extension of the Doombringer, or the heavy on flag. You want to take his cues of where he is being shelled from, and you are the man to go after the shellers. You're the man to go after the snipers and the harassers that are sitting too far away from the flag stand for the Doombringer to hit. Now, this is the first video where we're taking a look at more of a complementary style of play, and it is auxiliary to a role that is already present on the battlefield, which is the heavy on flag, or the Doombringer. And I will say that without this position being filled, this particular role does fall kind of flat. It's a part of a larger machine, and if the machine isn't there to begin with, then this role is kind of just, it gets lost in translation, for lack of a better explanation. With that in mind, don't feel like you are pinned down to this one specific playstyle, this Scorpion Tail playstyle. If you think that your team could better use your talents in a different position, go for it. Right there you saw me turn into a flag chaser, and it proved to be beneficial. I forced the drop, and my teammate got the return. And that's one of the cool things, in my opinion, about the Pathfinder, is that he is so flexible in the positions he can play effectively. Even if he's not spec'd right, he can still fulfill pretty much any role to a certain degree, within a certain margin. But I just want to emphasize here that you are not a flag chaser. As Scorpion Tail, you are part of overall flag defense. You are not meant to go across the field chasing the enemy every which way. Generally speaking, once the enemy flag carrier moves past the midfield, he ceases to be a part of your playstyle, and you should be returning to base to get set up for the next enemy attack. And while I applaud flexibility as part of a skilled player's repertoire, there is such a thing as being overly flexible. If you're not fulfilling any one role 100%, it's usually because you're trying to move around too much inside the classes with different playstyles and different weapon loadouts, and it's not very effective. There is a reason competitive play in this game revolves around certain people fulfilling specific roles: light offense, light defense, flag carrier, flag chaser, and it's because organization in a game usually leads to the win. So coming back to the footage that you were watching in the background, you see me playing the Scorpion Tail, and damn effectively I might add. Jeez, I'm just such a boss. Anyways, I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about engagements, when, where, and why you are engaging the enemies that you are on the battlefield. As an extension of the Doombringer, you are going to be going after opponents that are out of his reach. This means snipers, sentinels, light classes, and shellers, juggernauts, heavy classes. And while the sentinels sometimes can be a pain in the ass to deal with, especially those who are really good at using that machine pistol they get, it's the juggernauts, the heavy classes, that are going to be more of a problem and present more of a challenge, specifically because they have almost 2 to 3 times more health than you do as the Pathfinder. This also means that engagements are going to last longer with these opponents because they can soak up more damage. So as a Pathfinder, you want to be utilizing your speed, your maneuverability, and your element of surprise to turn the battle in your favor. If you can, you always want the first shot to be a surprise to your enemy. You want to sneak up on them and do that maximum damage. That being said, sneak does not mean slow. You should be boosting out into the center field to enclose distances rapidly. Right here, bam, you see me come down on top of that guy's head. It's exactly what you want to be doing. Even though you want to be stealthy and sneaky, you want to be fast, because speed and maneuverability is also part of your arsenal as the Pathfinder. I guess I should also talk about why I think this strategy is effective on this particular map. This is my favorite map in the rotation pool, Temple Ruins, and the reason I like it so much is because it's a large map. It's much easier to filter down and individuate roles because of the size. When the maps are small and condensed, the roles tend to get jumbled, and there's a much finer line between what you should be doing with your class, playstyle, and loadout on the battlefield. With big maps like this and Rain Dance, the roles are more defined and they're easier to recognize, in my opinion. A flag defender is going to be defending the flag. He's not going to be out in the midfield because he's too far away to defend the flag. A flag chaser is going to chase the flag cappers. If he's doing anything else, he's too far away from the flag cappers when they cap the flag. So that's why I like these big maps like this, is because it makes the roles much easier to identify, and they're just crisper and cleaner. Right here you see me moving out. I just killed that guy way off of our flag stand. The last kill is coming up here, and it's a sniper that I see sniping at our stand, which I don't very much enjoy all that much. I just want to say we did win this match. You don't get to see the end, but I will give you the satisfaction of seeing this last shotgun kill here. Hey buddy, what's going on? Oh, I don't like your little radio box either. Hell with that. I'll see you guys in the loadout screen. So, taking a look at the Pathfinder for the Scorpion Tail, I decided to pick the Pathfinder because, in my opinion, the analogy should fit. A Scorpion Tail attack is fast, so you should be fast on the battlefield. Looking at the loadout, the primary weapon, I decided to go with the bolt launcher. This is just my opinion here, so take what I say right here with a grain of salt. I prefer the bolt launcher almost universally over the light spin fuser, but that's not to say the light spin fuser is without its merit. It does have a straight firing projectile, and it's much more proficient at clearing flag stands and general harassment than the bolt launcher. The bolt launcher is better for medium to short range encounters, whereas the light spin fuser can move a little bit past that distance. For my secondary weapon, I chose the shotgun. I wanted that hard-hitting, close-range weapon that could finish off my opponents. My opponents are close to me in this playstyle, so having the shotgun makes the most sense. The grenade, this is where the departure from the general loadout, or the more accepted loadout, takes place. I'm choosing the explosive nitron because I want the extra damage dealt to opponents. I'm not a runner, and I am not a chaser, so not having the impact nitron is not really a detriment to me at all. For the pack, I decided to go with the thrust pack because I want to close distances between myself and my opponents rapidly. I want to get to the shellers or get to the snipers as fast as I can, and having that burst of speed is essential and very important. For my perks, I decided to go with the Ultra Capacitor to add a little bit more extra energy into my pool. This also gives me the ability to do 2 thrusts in rapid succession, which is what she said. And for my second perk, I decided to go with Quick Draw because I wanted access to either of my weapons at a moment's notice depending on the situation in the engagement. One of the Pathfinder's strengths is that he is so flexible, and having Quick Draw equipped makes this true in combat as well. My name is Hexen. This is how you play the Scorpion Tail. If you liked, be sure to like and subscribe for more Tribes Ascend content. I thank you for watching. I will see you in the future.